You hear me snotting, like, because, like, I was literally sobbing when I was watching this episode, so, like, if you hear me, like, yeah, it's because I was crying, like, 10 minutes ago. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sher and I'm Shadowhunters Trash, and I have never cried at an episode of Shadowhunters since the Malik episode. This destroyed my life. It was so good. I have so much to say. I have nothing to say. Like, I'm, like, kind of shocked. I literally just got done watching the episode. I am shook. And the thing is, I said that I was going to take a minute and I was going to, like, do my makeup and stuff to, like, compose myself. But I was crying too hard and my face is puffy and I was just like, I don't have the time or the energy. So, let's just get started. They really went ahead and killed Jace. I was so shocked. I have no other word to use but shocked. The way it was shot was shocking. I didn't think they'd be brave enough to kill off Jace. I didn't know what was happening. I really didn't. I didn't think it was going to be him at all. So when you hear, like, the rush, like the impact and then the knife, I was in just as much shock as Clary. I was really looking at the screen and I didn't understand. I was looking at it and I couldn't even fathom the fact that Valentine had come out of nowhere and stabbed Jace in the heart. And then watching Alec feel that pain and the look on Clary's face, like, I was devastated. I felt like I was also their parabatri, and I felt it with everything within me, and I was incredibly shocked. I still can't believe it. I can't believe they were brave enough to kill off Jace. I think in the comments of my last video, I was like, I'm not gonna kill off Jace. It's probably Simon or Alec. Like, I didn't, oh my god. The fact that it was Jace still blows my mind. The fact that Valentine was the one that killed him blows my mind. And the fact that Clary finally bossed the fuck up and killed Valentine. Like, do you remember when I said Valentine is, like, unkillable? Like, you can't kill off Valentine. You can't kill off Sebastian. And she juked him, and she juked him good. She did it like 3 or 4 times, and I felt it. Like, I felt it in my soul, and I was like, yes, Clary, boss up. Because he was punching the shit out of her. Like, when he would punch her, she would fly. Because that dude had demon blood in him, he had angel blood in him, he was really strong, and he was a lot older than her. So obviously, it would be pretty easy to overpower her. But when she realized that Jace was gone, and that anger set in, she was unstoppable. Unstoppable. And I will really say, like, someone said that Jace had the best character development, or Alec had the best character development, and I was like, no, it's Clary, because I couldn't stand Clary season 1, and now I'm over here rooting for her, and I want what's best for her, and I want her to be happy. So if anything, Clary, the main character, has had the best character development, and that is going so well. Like, the way the show has been done, like, in the first episode, she accidentally killed a demon, and now, in these episodes, she's killing them left and right. She killed her father. Like, she is really out here doing it. She is avenging, like, in a sense, avenging, like, her mom, and all of the people that she's lost, and all the people that have been abused by Valentine. She just really avenged them. All of them. With just a few little jukes. Well, they weren't little, but you know what I mean. Malik got back together. Alec said in a very serious voice, I don't think I can live without you. And you could tell that it was something he genuinely had been thinking about, like, and he couldn't understand, like, why they weren't together and how to make it better. And, like, I genuinely feel like he meant it too. Like, I don't think I can live without you. And, like, I can relate. Like, I get it. Like, to be with someone for so much, for so long, all the time, and then suddenly have them not be in your life, or not be in your life the way that they used to be, is really painful. And then having to see them and work together, trying to save the world, it just was really uncomfortable. And there's nothing like being broken up with someone and wanting to be with them still so desperately. And it was awkward and, like, weary and terrible, and I felt really bad, because, like, it shouldn't have went down like that. But they're back together now, so I'm really happy. Sebastian is probably alive, and so is his mom, but Clary's mom is his mom. So, okay, so let's talk. Sebastian washed up on the frickin' ocean, cut some blood off his hand, put it in the sand, made the Satan star, and then a whole bunch of demons came flying to New York trying to fuck shit up. Now, the crew was able to, like, disable most of the dragons, but when the dragons ended up, like, being killed, they turned into these little, like, cockroach maggot demon thingies, and they were just running around New York. They didn't attack anyone, which is weird for this type of demon. So we're trying to figure out why they're being so silent, but it looks like they were all being so silent so they could create this, like, mother demon person for Sebastian. So maybe Sebastian was, like, calling out to, like, this mom with his blood. I don't think it's Clary's mom, so I think it's just, like, a really, like, hardcore demon that somehow can make the shape of a human. I don't know. I did not read the books. I have no idea what's about to happen next. All I know is that it was badass, and I'm really excited to see a female villain. Like, I'm really ready to sink my teeth into her. I feel like she's gonna be really hot. Every time Isabel uses her whip, I gain 5 years of life, and that's all I have to say about Isabel. Isabel did great this episode. She just looks so good all the time, and I'm just like, I want to love you. But I want Isabel to have a stronger impact on the story. Like, we see her, and she's kind of been sidelined in a way, and I think she always has been. Like, she's never really the one to figure out, like, the original fight. Like, don't you know how each storyline, like each season has a storyline that goes throughout the whole season, but then in each episode they have their own little plots that don't necessarily go with the main storyline? Isabel isn't a big part of the whole Valentine, Mortal Mirror, Mortal Instruments, Sebastian shindig. Even though she brought him into the circle, she didn't necessarily have much to say. And she didn't necessarily figure anything out to help the crew, like, become smart and be able to defeat Valentine and Sebastian for now. And I really want to see them let Isabel step up as a character and to be badass like how she was in the first season. And not only to be, like, a best friend to Clary, but to be her own character. Not with, like, Yin Fi and addiction, but I want to see her be a badass and be smart and be the person that they go to figure it out, who has all the answers. Maybe not necessarily she can make runes, but, like, maybe she can do some type of special talent that no one else can, you know? And I feel like they kind of sidelined her this season. But hopefully they can come back from that and, you know, let my baby shine as she truly deserves. So Simon has made a deal with the Seelie Queen so that Maya could leave the Seelie Court along with Lucan himself. So in the episode previously, Maya was kidnapped and she was taken to the Seelie Court, and she wouldn't eat anything. She was really, like, high strung, and she was mad because, like, she got fucking kidnapped. I would have been mad too. So she was, like, with the Seelie Queen, and she's like, I'm not gonna talk to you about Simon. So, like, she gets up and she starts running, but then, like, a branch or something, like, wraps itself around her leg, makes her fall, and then they take her to the Wonderwoods. I do not know what the Wonderwoods are. They're probably horrifying. I feel like the Seelie Court is genuinely horrifying, because I told you guys what I thought it was gonna look like. I thought it was gonna look really green. I thought it was gonna look like Winx Club. Do you guys remember Winx Club? I thought it was going to look like Winx Club. And it didn't, and it's actually a lot creepier and a little scary compared to what I thought it was going to be. So, she probably saw some evil trees. Like, do you remember that segment in Snow White where she was running and she was super scared, and, like, all the trees had faces, the apples had faces, and a whole bunch of scary stuff? Like, yeah, I feel like that's what the Seelie Court is. And it took me so long to realize it, because I thought the Seelie Court was going to be pretty and wonderful, just like how I thought Idris was going to be really pretty. But Idris is actually really dark and snowy as well, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, none of this is how I pictured it. So there's that. Magnus is a badass. He had his whole crew, like, setting up these wards up against New York where no one could leave, but the damn evil Seelie Queen let Valentine out anyway, which is how he got to Idris, because the Seelie Queen is freaking crazy, and that's where he juked Jace, which I'm still really emotional about. And then my poor baby Jace, you know, what happened to him at the end of the episode? Something wrong with him because he'd been brought back to life, and he was screaming, and he was in pain, and he was hurting, and I just like, man, maybe we should have left my baby dead. Like, I hate to say that because obviously I want Jace to be alive, but like if he's gonna be in pain and he's about to go through like some serious struggle, like I don't want to see it. I need my child to prosper. Like, he's had such a hard life as it is. He's had so many different identity crises, so many different parents that are all dead now. So it's like, leave him alone. Leave baby Jace alone. And it's funny because one of my friends has finally started watching Shadowhunters, even though I told her to watch it from the jump. And she's like, wow, this is so good. And I was just like, girl, I've been telling you that for the past year, girl. Girl, you should have been watching. But now it's cool because I finally have a friend that likes to like watch it too. So like, I'm really happy. This show just continues to rock my world and kill me and destroy my life, and it's awesome, and I love it, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this episode. It was everything that the season needed. And Valentine is dead. Valentine is dead. Like, I can't believe it. I'm surprised Sebastian is gonna be alive and not Valentine, because if I had to choose between the two villains, I'd rather have Valentine. But I like the way Valentine went out. So, I mean, I can't really complain. Honestly, I have nothing to complain about. What I want to see more of, though, for next season, I want to see Isabel have a bigger storyline. I want to see more of the Downworlders. I want to see more of Luke. Oh, by the way, I never talk about this, but his partner, I think her name is Allie or Ollie or something like that, she knows he's a werewolf because she is nosy and was all up in his fucking business. So, I don't know, maybe she'll become a Downworlder. Like, that's so funny, because I'm always like, if a mundane finds out, either they're going to become, like, a Downworlder or a Shadowhunter, or they should just be killed off. So that's how I feel. Maybe she can become a werewolf. You know, maybe she wants to. Maybe that's why she all up in his business. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. But I'm very excited for next season, and you better believe my ass will be right here talking about it every single week. So until then, I will see you guys next time. I'm thinking about doing a few videos probably inspired by Shadowhunters. I said this last time it went on break, but I was thinking maybe like some like makeup tutorials or like outfits inspired by the Shadowhunters and by the Downworld, and doing like makeup stuff and fashion stuff for the ladies out there, and for guys out there too if you like wearing makeup and whatever. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. It'll be nice for me to take a little break, because this is actually a lot of work when you have a full-time job, by the way. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy making these videos, so I hope you guys stick around and subscribe and hang out with me. And if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, go ahead and check them out. So you can like, comment, subscribe if you want to. It's all fun and games here. I had so much fun with this season. It's definitely better than the last. This was, to be, has to be my favorite. And I'm very happy with it. And I'm really emotional. I'm probably going to go cry some more because Jace, like, oh my god. Jace became my husband, my boyfriend, my son in this season. I don't know. I just want him to be happy. I'm really freaked out by, like, Demon Mom. That's what we're going to call her, Demon Mom. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm so excited. But I will see you guys in Season 3, okay? I love you. See ya. Bye.